Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are talking a little bit about the flea market this past weekend. It was crazy, definitely one of the more challenging flea markets that we've been to. But yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. Let's go. So the reason it was so challenging is, one, it was definitely a little bit cold. We started the morning off like in the 40s, and then it slowly got up to like the low 60s. So definitely a little bit chilly. But also the wind was crazy. I think the top wind was about like 23 or 25 miles an hour. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have t-shirts, hats, dead stock merchandise, all of that out. And where we are, our booth, it's like a wind tunnel. So it is just, things were flying everywhere. It was a total disaster. We had, so as you guys know, usually in our booth, we have the L-shaped table. And then up on the table, we have our racks, usually. So we had those up there. We noticed it was windy, and then all of a sudden these really big gusts started coming through, and that's when we ran into our problem, because the racks up on top of the table fell. All of our hats went everywhere, and there was just clothes all over the ground. It was not good. It wasn't only us either. I'm making it seem like it was just our booth. It wasn't. Everyone's booth was like that. Everyone who had like little things, little knickknacks, things that were easily blowing around, pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, it was so bad. Luckily though, the people at the flea market are great. Everyone is always there to help each other, make sales, clean up, anything like that. If you need anything, the people at this flea market really are there to help you. They're great. Some of the kindest people that we know. And so unexpectedly, we decided that we were going to pack up because the wind was too much. We couldn't even put our things out for sale. And that's when the guy next to us in the booth next to us, he offered us some rope to be able to tie everything down, which was super nice, and we were super grateful for that because we forgot ours. And so we ended up by tying things down, and we were like, all right, well, we'll see how it goes. If it's still really windy, we might just pack up and head out. And at this point, it was only like 10 a.m. So it really would have been a short day. So we tied everything down. Luckily, everything held. And then there's a guy that has like a smoke shop. He is like down the hall and over on the other side. But he saw us struggling and said, hey, I have an extra tarp in the back of my truck. You guys are more than welcome to use it to try to block some of the wind. So that's what we ended up by doing. Super grateful for him and allowing us to use that tarp because it worked out. It's definitely a struggle to put up, but it worked out in the end. We still made sales. It was definitely a slow day, but at least we could be there. We paid for the booth. We did make a little bit of money, and at least we were there to enjoy the day. But yeah, it was just crazy, but I will not get over the amount of kindness, generosity, and sharing that people were doing. Everyone is offering help and things like that. So it was really nice. But definitely one of the more crazy flea markets. This weekend actually is going to rain on Saturday, so we won't be going to the flea market this weekend, but we're thinking of doing a whatnot auction, and we just did our first one last night. So video on that. We'll see. And yeah, but that's about it, to fill you in on the flea market. And yeah, so see you next time. Peace.